All right, we are live, and you know what? I am super excited on today, really, because we are doing something a little different here, and that is we are going live over on Instagram as well. All right, so this is actually the first time that I am going live over on IG, along with my Facebook family and my YouTube family, and we're gonna see how this works out today. We're gonna see how this works out. All right. So, for those of you that are tuning in and you have been rocking with me, please note that this is day number 66 inside of our 30K in 90-day challenge. And we're going to be talking about the 5 things to avoid when growing your YouTube channel. Now, you know, we've got 90 days of this challenge. We've got a little less than 30 days left, and we're utilizing the last 30 days as a 30-day YouTube challenge within the 30K in 90-day overall challenge. So that makes this day number 7 for our YouTube lesson. All right. So listen, before we jump into everything, let me do a brief little introduction. My name is Tracy Walker. I am a baseball mom. I'm also kind of like a flag football mom too, apparently this fall. Okay. So we rip and run Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. We have baseball tournaments, and in between all of that, I have still been going live every day for the last 66 days. Okay. It has definitely been a challenge, but we are here. All right. So that's number one. Number two, I am a documented 7-figure earner in the digital marketing space. That means that I have taken the skills, the education, the skill set of digital marketing. And I started this back in 2008, guys. 2008, full time. I have been in the digital marketing space. This is before all the Instagram people. This is before all this influencer marketing. It's before a lot of the landscape that even took place. We were out here on these internet marketing streets when it was tumbleweed blowing, okay, out here in the Wild Wild West. And so I've done a lot of amazing things over the years. And my life is a product of the skill set that I've learned, digital marketing. I've been able to build in the network marketing space. I've made well over 7 figures, close to $2 million in a network marketing company where I used all digital marketing to do it. I did not do parties and meetings and hotels and all that type of stuff. I didn't do all of that. Okay. I used the internet, and we began to teach people how they could do that too. I've built teams of 30, 40, 50,000 people all around the world leveraging what? Digital marketing. Now, I've done it in that space. I've done it also in the straight affiliate marketing space. So I have taken affiliate programs that I have an alignment with, or I believe in, and I've been able to be the top producer, the top earner, the top female earner producer. If not the top, I've been one of the top, right? Top 3, 5, whatever you may want to have, or whatever you want to call it. I've been very fortunate to take these skills and be able to produce significantly inside different products and services, or different affiliate programs, marketing different products and services. Okay. And then, even better than all of that, I've been able to take these skills and create my own products and services, right? So I've created, I had my very first $10,000 day back in 2010. I had a training course that I created because we were blogging our asses off, okay? And I had such a ball. We were making so much money blogging that I started teaching people how to blog, all right? And so that was called Be Blog Savvy, I think. Yep, Be Blog Savvy. First $10,000 day back in 2010. Yep, 2010. All right. And so I've gone on to create other courses, other trainings. I've had coaching programs, workbooks, worksheets, uh, ebooks, audiobook. I've done what else? Blueprints, infographics, podcasts, you name it. Morning calls that I've put into a podcast format. I've done all that digitally, okay, for myself. So I can sell other people's stuff, but I can also market and sell my own stuff. All right. And last but not least, guys, I am what I like to call a marketing automations expert. And if you remember at the very beginning, for those of you that don't know me, I shared with you that I'm a baseball mom, right? I'm a single parent. And so it's very important that I have time. And I have time to run my business, time to be a mom, time to be a woman, time to just do all the things that, because I really have to be in like 10 places at the same exact time. And so being able to automate processes in my business, such as lead generation, such as following up with emails to the people that decide that they want to subscribe to my list to get more information, being able to actually have a sales process that allows people to buy right from the site or get the whole overview of whatever it is that I'm talking about through video, even and written word and photos right on the site, where people can make a decision to buy without necessarily having to call me on the phone and talk for 2 hours and then they need to think about it, or to be on a DM or be in the DMs with someone going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Taking a lot of time, or having to get on a Zoom 2, 3, 4 times a week because that is what is required to do. I am very busy. And when I say busy, I don't mean like all over the place chicken with a head cut off. What I mean is that I'm a very present mom. I don't know if you guys are present parents, or if you would like to be present parents, or if you've already done this thing that I'm doing right now, and you're a baby grandparent, or you kind of just living your own life. But the point is, you want your own time. You want to be able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, with whom you want to do it. And you do not want your bank account being your master, telling you what you can and cannot do, because it does not have the required amount. So it restricts you. Okay. I want to be a present parent. I do not want to be on the baseball or on the sideline in the stands of my son's baseball game, which we just had one today. And I'm walking away constantly because I have a conference call. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go to the side or at the little bench or the picnic table, whatever, and do a Zoom with my earpiece on and I miss his double, right? Or I miss his, fantastic catch at center field. I don't want to miss that. Right. And there's no business, especially at this point in my life, that's going to make me be so gung ho about it that I'm willing to sacrifice that time. I don't want to. Okay. And so automation allows me to make money on autopilot. It allows me to get people to a system and then move through a system that brings forth fruit of the labor without me having to do a lot of the heavy lifting. I like to work. I don't have a problem working. I don't have a problem doing what I need to do to provide for me and my child. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like no heavy lifting. I don't like no heavy lifting. I don't want to hurt my back. I don't want to hurt my back virtually. And I don't want to hurt my back in a physical labor type of job either. Okay. So I am not going to have strenuous activity on this here internet when I wouldn't dare do strenuous activity off the internet, period. All right. And so I'm going to let the systems and the processes do the heavy lifting on my behalf. All right. So now before we get into it, with everything here on today, I want to make sure that I center this in and let you guys know that days 1 through 55, maybe 56, 57, are jam-packed. They're jam-packed with strategy, marketing strategy, digital marketing strategy, chat GPT prompts, showing you how to get ideas for content, free resources to know what people want to know about, free tools and things that you can use to actually make your content and make the things that you need so that you don't have to think too hard. All you have to do is like execute the thing. Right? Where you don't have to spend a bunch of time on a blank canvas writing a Pulitzer Prize winning description for your video or something like that. I've shown you over those last 60 days, let's just say 1 through 60, these last 60 days, exactly what you need to do with digital marketing. I've shown you analytics. I've shown you documentation. I've given you numbers and analysis of what you need to do to make 30K in 90 days. I've gone through all of that. And these last 30 days, we're talking about YouTube. Okay. So today we're talking about 5 things to avoid. I believe on day 65 yesterday, we talked about things that you want to do, things that you want to make sure you focus on. So here we're talking about things that you want to avoid when growing your YouTube channel. All right. So the very first thing that you want to avoid is creating your content, creating video without a strategy. And when I say a strategy, I mean, what is your purpose of the content for that day? Right? Just think like, what is my overall goal? What is it that I want my viewers to gain and to get from the content that I'm putting out in this particular video, right? What do I want them to be able to walk away with that they didn't have an idea about or potentially didn't have an idea about before they got to my content, right? So what is your strategic approach with the content, right? Now, I'll give you an example. Like for me, 66 days ago, I said, I'm going to do a 90-day challenge. I'm going to go live every day for 90 days, right? And I'm going to talk about a different topic as it relates to digital marketing. And I'm going to give people free education. I'm going to give them insight. I'm going to give them advice. I'm going to give them mindset. I'm going to give them all the things that actually make for a good entrepreneur in the digital marketing atmosphere. And so I've had to be consistent with that, and I've had to stick with that. And the strategy is to go live every day and teach a new or similar concept that adds value to the well-rounded person looking to be better, make more money, or even just get started in digital marketing. That was my strategy. And to show you how to make 30K in the 90 days, which I've done repeatedly already. Okay. So you want to have a strategy that you want to use to kind of keep you moving down the yellow brick road. All right. And make it clear for your viewers how they fit into the whole scheme of things. All right. So number one thing that you want to avoid is you want to avoid creating without a strategy. Make sure you have some sort of strategy. Number two thing that you want to avoid, you want to avoid ignoring your comments. Respond to the damn comments. Okay. Now listen, I am on social media just like you. And there are tons of times where even on my Facebook, I will make a post. I made a post the other day and some people did not like my post. They didn't like my post. It was just a question. It was just a question. And people were upset. I was even asking the question. They would get upset with people in the comments, other people in the comments, because I asked questions. People didn't even answer the question. People started talking about other people that had nothing to do with the question. People were arguing back and forth about all this stuff that was a spinoff from my question, where literally is going on and on and on and on and on. Now, what does that actually create? It creates engagement, right? We understand that it creates engagement. So it could be a good thing that people are, going to town on your post, on your video, and, you've almost kind of exited stage left, because they're having their own thing going on. What I am going to encourage you to do, though, is you have to stimulate that, right? You've got to stoke that a little bit. You want to make sure that you are there, especially if someone from the community is commenting, even if it's one comment. You want to make sure you take some time every day out of what you're doing to go and look to see what kind of comments you have and respond to those comments. Now, let me just share something with you. If you do not have the YouTube Studio app on your phone, then you'll want to get the YouTube Studio app on your phone. Okay. So oops, you can't really see that good here, right? But here you can see, there we go. So this is the YouTube Studio app. Now, what's cool about the Studio app is that there is a little section down here at the bottom, a little tab menu that says comments. And what I usually do is I just come in here, I click on comments, and I can set it to give me the ones that I have not responded to. Right? It's like a little filter. I can set it to only show me the ones I have not responded to. And I can go in there and at a glance, I can just respond to the comments. So it's not like you have to always go to every video and be keeping up with just the notification that someone commented. You can literally use your YouTube Studio app and filter it to only show you comments that you need to respond to, and you want to respond to the comments. Okay, so be engaging if you'd like others to engage. And if others start engaging with you first, then be cordial. They're hanging out on your content, saying great things, right? And hopefully giving you some inspiration, giving you encouragement. Let's keep that thing going. Okay, don't be antisocial when it's your social media page. Be a little social a little bit. Okay. Now, third thing that you want to avoid would be avoid neglecting your learning and your education. Okay. I am a part of a community where we literally are talking about digital marketing on a regular basis, all day, every day. It doesn't mean that you need to be engaged with it or be immersed in it all day, every day. I do this full time. So to have a community where I can go in and I can review, I can learn, I can listen, I can contribute if I want, right? That is very, very valuable, because guess what? The average person just walking up and down the road, or the person that you may be a coworker of yours, guess what they're not talking about? They're not talking about this particular interest that you may have at this point in your life. So you've got to be around other people that are talking about it. You have similar thoughts, processes, you have similar goals, right? You see things kind of in a similar direction, and you want to always be like a little fish in a big pond. If you ever feel like you are the know-it-all person, like you know everything in that particular community that you are in, it is time for you to, I can't say get out of that community, because you can contribute and you can give value to others, right, that are learning. But if you are the big fish, you've got to go and find another environment as well to in addition to the other environment where now you're learning and you are the little fish in the big pond, so that you can grow, because you can only go as high as your mindset, as high as what you already know. And trust me, there's a whole realm of things that you just don't even know, okay? And you don't know what you don't know. So the only way that you can even figure out that you didn't even know something is to be around other people who know stuff that you don't know, where then you can realize, oh shit, I didn't even know that existed. Correct. Now you're growing. So do not neglect your learning and your education around the YouTube platform, around how things work, around how to navigate, around how to contribute and be a creator that that is upstanding with the policies, the terms, the conditions, all those things, as well as just as a marketer, how to just even improve content and how to, appeal to your particular target market. So never, never, never neglect your learning and your education. Okay. Now let's move on to number 4. But before we get to number 4, guys, I want to remind you, if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now. Okay, we've got another, I think, 24 days left inside of this 90-day challenge. Another 24 days will be purely of YouTube, growing your YouTube channel type of content. And I want you to make sure that you are notified of it, that you stay in the loop, that you are not missing any of this, and that you remind yourself even to go back and watch all of the previous lessons up to this current point in time. All right. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel, also hit the notifications bell, and make sure you stay in the loop. All right. So now let's move along. Number 4 thing. The number 4 thing that you want to avoid is you want to avoid letting the hate comments get to you. Now, listen, honey, you're not going to stop these people from saying what they want to say. Okay. You are not, I can't stop them over on Facebook. I don't really get that much hate on YouTube. Sometimes I do, but majority of the hate comments and stuff come from Facebook, because that's kind of like my number 1 platform, from which, it's like Instagram is not my number 1 platform to use for my engagement and my marketing and my content creation. I leverage it, but Facebook is number 1 for me. Okay. And what I've done in the audience I've built and the relationships I've built. Right. So I get tons of things. Sometimes if I say something that people don't like, or they don't think I should have said it, or if I like it and they don't like it, or if I don't like it and they do like it, like, people are going to always want to impart their opinion onto you. People are going to always try to tell you that what you're doing doesn't make any sense. Or, some people have things where people are like, oh, you're a scam, or whatever you're doing is a scam, or, you suck. Right. And here's the thing. You've got to get to a point where your mission of what you're doing is so far greater and so much more important than what any miscellaneous random ass person has to say, that isn't going to be a part of anything that you are doing, anything that you are recommending. They're not going to buy anything. They're not looking to change their life, especially not, at least in the way that you're offering change out here in the world and offering people a way to have a transformation. Those people aren't going to have anything to do with anything that you're doing. So even giving them the mental space to rent out in your mind would actually be a waste of your own time. Okay, in your own mental space and your own energy, and you don't want those energy vampires pulling and just draining you. Okay, and so don't let the hate comments get to you. Feel free to delete them if you want. Hey, if you got time that day, sometimes I have time. Sometimes I got time where, oh, I'm not letting that slide. So that's just me. I'm just being authentic. That's just me. I am not the person going to delete every single hate comment. Sometimes you're going to get a piece of my mind because you just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm going to let you know. That's just me. Okay. And so sometimes I got time and I'll sit there and I will entertain the bull. And then other times I don't, because I just don't have the time, right? And I don't really care. And I'm not really about to get into it with a random person who's probably a bot or a person who lives in their mother's basement. I'm not going to do it. Okay. So there you go. So that's what I would suggest. Number 4, that you avoid is letting the stuff get to you, because you can't let people who don't have anything going discourage you from the thing that you're looking to get going for you, your family, and potentially your legacy, right? Come on now. Don't let these crazy people do that. Okay, I'll tell you what, if you're getting hate comments, you definitely not the first. And I can guarantee you are definitely not going to be the last. So you might as well go ahead and get your tough skin and get moving. If you're going to play this game, you can't let that type of stuff get to you. All right. Simple as that. All right. And then our 5th and final thing that you want to avoid is having a content schedule. You want to avoid or not having, right? Not having a content schedule. And that's important because, like for me, with this particular challenge, it's every day. So what's my schedule? Every day. Every day. That's my schedule, right? So I don't have to think about, oh, is it Tuesday? Is it Thursday? Am I doing it every Saturday? Am I doing it every? And the reason why I decided to do it for 90 days in this particular challenge is because my days fluctuate in terms of when I have time to do it, when I don't have time to do it. There are times when I literally will say, okay, I'm going to do something every Tuesday. And then next thing you know, I literally cannot do it on the Tuesday or at the time I said I was going to do it, because now I forgot it's parent teacher conference, right? And I forgot all about parent teacher conference. And so, hey, shit happens. So for me, I said, that's it. I'm going to go every day. I'm going to go every day. I'm going to do my best to go in the evenings. I didn't give it a particular time because I don't know a time. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know a time. And at the same time that I want to have time freedom, I'm okay with not knowing the exact time. I know it's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I know it's going to be in that realm. What I do know is that it's definitely not going to be 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I definitely know it's not going to be in the afternoon while my son is at school, because I've got other things I've got to do. And I definitely know it's not going to be before 8 o'clock, because by the time we do baseball and this and that and cook dinner and get home and get ready for bed, like, it's just not going to happen. So I said every day is the schedule, and whatever I need to do, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, if I've done some of these lessons, ladies and gentlemen, literally at midnight. Literally at midnight, right? And maybe there were some live viewers, maybe there were not any live. I think it was one of the videos, my son, he wasn't even supposed to be up, right? And I think it was super late. It might have been like 12 or 1 in the morning, but I made the commitment and I said, it doesn't matter how many people are there live. It's native on the platform and people will see it, right? People can go back. They said, I've been doing it long enough. Now they know, oh, shoot, she should have a video out, right? He's in the background. He's like, you only have 3 viewers, right? And you know, these are social media kids. So I'm like, get out my damn video. Don't be trying to flex on me while I'm live. I can't even edit you out. Try to flex on me if I've only got 3 viewers. Who cares, right? And so my point is, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I had 3 viewers. So what? I am doing what I need to do, because the people who are looking for what I am offering, they will find it because I know how to market it, right? But the content needs to get done. I can't look at it and be like, oh man, it's only 4 people, only 3 people, only 1 person at the middle of the night, and then make the decision that it's not worth me continuing on. I personally do not care about whether somebody is physically there or not, especially when it's virtual and it's digital, because it doesn't go away. Now, if you were, let's say, going to a live meeting, right, and you had scheduled a hotel meeting, a networking meeting, and then you went and then it was nobody there, well, then now you leave because there's no point. right? And you can't capture that and redistribute that. But when you're live and or just period on in a virtual world, the fact that I'm doing the video is it has no bearing on whether somebody is watching it exactly at the time that I'm doing it or whether they watch it later. That's the beauty of what we're doing. You can capture it, you can encapsulate it, and you can still use it for good work and good deeds and good information and great content. You can still share it with people even after the original creation date has passed. And so I want you to understand that don't let those types of things stop you because you can't do it at the exact same time or exact this, exact that. Like, I don't care about that. Okay. I'm going to do it around this time. And I let people know it's evening-ish. It's evening-ish. Why? Because I'm a single mom and I can't guarantee. I cannot guarantee. Okay. So that is what I set up. So you want to make sure that you too have some sort of content schedule so that you can keep yourself on track, so that you can also keep your viewers on track, and they can at least start to get a routine where they are expecting something from you. And if once you get people to start expecting something from you, then honey, you got to deliver on that. You can't just get it going and the people expecting and then you just don't show up. They don't know what's going on. Well, then people would just go find somebody else because it's that easy. It's so easy to tune into you, but it's even easier to tune out from you and go find somebody else. It's digital marketing. Okay. It just is what it is from that standpoint. So remain consistent, have your content schedule, and then you'll be good to go. All right. Now, listen, I want you to understand something before we close out. Okay, on this lesson, I want you to understand something. When you're creating content and videos on YouTube, you never really know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen after you hit the publish button. You don't know. There's tons of people that I've watched and they're like, I didn't expect this stupid video to go viral, like even on IG, right? I was just all the content that they had thought was going to go viral, it didn't. And then the one thing that they pondered not even doing, the piece of content that they were even hesitant about doing, they just did it in its rawest form, and lo and behold, something went viral. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is you want to create the best content that you can with the most value that you can, but you just still never really know what will happen after you hit publish. Now, here's an example that I put here for you. Let's say that you get your channel going, you get your channel monetized. That's very important. Okay. And let's say you got 10 videos that through the course of a month, randomly, each of these 10 videos bring in a $100 revenue to you for the month. But you got 10 different videos that's doing that. That's an extra $1,000 a month from videos that you've already done, that because you took the time to get yourself monetized and meet the requirements and follow things that I'm teaching you here over these last 30 days inside of the, YouTube challenge within the 90-day challenge, right? You're listening and you're doing and you're implementing what I'm teaching you to do. That's an extra $1,000 for work that you've already done. And we're talking about like residually, right? And this is why so many people are loving YouTube. Now, I've said this before, but if you're just tuning in, I want you to understand the viability of YouTube for you. There's literally 2.7 billion people that have accounts that log in to YouTube every day. 2.7 billion people. You mean to tell me your target market doesn't exist on YouTube? It's impossible. YouTube is like the number 2 trafficked website. Google's first, YouTube second, and YouTube second because Google owns it. So it's 2.7 billion users. So the people that you want are definitely there. Okay. It is the second highest trafficked website. Most people come to YouTube to do what? To get an answer to a problem. That's what people like. I think I said this in another video, right? I wanted to know, like I did a podcast, right? Shout out to Big Papa Code. I did a podcast. We were recording a podcast. So I had my makeup done, everything. I get home. I'm like, oh shit, I got to take this makeup off my face. Now, I don't really wear makeup like that, right? Not like every day. So I definitely do not have like makeup remover in my house, right? It's not something that, oh, let me go. I ran out of makeup remover. Okay. So when I get home, I'm like, oh, how do I get this makeup off my face? Because I don't have any remover. So what does my son do? My son goes to YouTube and types in how to remove makeup without remover. And all these videos pop up for me to review on how I can use different things in my pantry, how I can use different little concoctions to get this makeup off of my damn face, right? Now, why am I telling you that? Because the first thing that he thought to do, even me, was to go to YouTube and type in the problem that I was having and look for a solution. So if I'm going on there to do that, then so the hell is everybody else that's going on there. If they're not content creators, most people are going in there they do like podcasts and shows that they watch, but you've got a lot of people that go in there just to get answers to different problems that they are having. Why aren't you there? Why wouldn't you want to be there to do that? Right now, here's another thing, another stat I want you to understand, because you never know what's going to happen. And you can start making money on YouTube once you get your channel monetized, right? You got to remember that there are over 200 million content creators. And guess what? Over a course of a year, the content creators generate over $250 billion a year in revenue. $250 billion a year in revenue is being dispersed to content creators, and it's 200 million of them. So there's money to be made. There's more than enough people to tap into, and you've got to get yourself positioned in the right way. Right? So we're definitely going to be tapping into this more. I'm going to make sure you're good to go by the end of these 30 days inside the YouTube challenge. And you're also good to go inside the 30K in 90 days challenge overall. All right. Now, the way that you make sure you stay connected is I've got something free that I love to give away every single time. Okay. And I want to make sure you know it's available to you as well. In order to start connecting and really getting a grasp of how you can make digital marketing work for you, I've got a free digital marketing blueprint that really shows you how you can start putting yourself in position to earn up to $900 a day. And we're talking about an instant pay. And we're talking about just through the content that you create on social media. I'm not talking about calling up people. I'm talking about people calling up you. I'm not talking about doing a whole bunch of meetings and Zooms and webcasts. You could do all that if you want to. But what I'm saying is that what I'm showing you in this blueprint is what it takes to put yourself in a position to make $900. And if you do it consistently enough, then it can be $900 a day. Now, are you going to be at that point when you first start? Let's not be ridiculous. No. So what if you did $900 in your first week, in a week? What if you did that 4 times in a month? That's an extra $3,600 for the month. Because why? You're understanding what I'm teaching you and you're sticking to the game plan. Okay. Then what if you just ramp things up and you became a little bit more consistent? What would happen if you made 2 sales a week, right? What if you made $1,800 a week, right? You've now doubled that in a month. And so what I'm saying is that your life can literally change if you take this blueprint, you review it. Because when you click on the link right below in the description. In fact, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's below in the description. If you're watching it on Facebook, it's going to be in the comments. Okay. If you're watching this on IG, what I want you to do is I want you to comment blueprint in the comments, comment blueprint. Okay. And I'm going to send you the link from there. All right. But once you go to that link, then you'll be able to, it's going to ask you to put your email in the box. Put your valid email in the box because I'm going to email you this blueprint. All right. So if you put the wrong email in there, guess what? You're not going to get the blueprint. And what good is that doing? Why are you wasting your time and mine to not even get the damn blueprint by putting in the fake email? What are you trying to see? Okay. If you really want to change your life, I'm here for all of it. And I want to help you and support you. If you're here to just waste a bunch of time, then that's not doing me or you any good whatsoever. Okay. But go ahead, put your email in there. I will email you the blueprint. You can download it. It's a Google Doc. You can download it. You can print it. You can review it, whatever you want to do. And then we'll be able to stay connected. Not only that, after you put your email inside of that box, you will then be exposed to the community I was talking to you about, where we're all about digital marketing, where we're teaching you how to do faceless Instagram channels, faceless YouTube channels. We're teaching you how to use TikTok to make sales. We're teaching you how to use Facebook and video and how to post free ads to make sales. We're teaching you all about the automation and sales funnels. In fact, we give you an automated sales funnel that you get to customize, but it's already built for you. It's going to have to kind of connect some of the dots. Okay. But let me explain explain to you. We're giving you everything that you need so you get the education on what you need to be doing. And then we give you the actual funnel that gives you the thing to do it with. So you know what to do and how to do it together. All you got to do is follow what I'm teaching you, as well as more in detail depth trainings that we provide inside of our community. And I'm telling you, you are going to be unstoppable. I believe that. I truly, truly do. If I didn't, trust me, you think I'd be wasting my time going live every night for something that I do not believe is going to be worth your time, worth your effort for you to transform your life? I absolutely would not, because I already told you I got to be in 20 places at one time. And guess where I would not want to be? Here playing with you. Okay? Here playing with you. But I'm here because I truly, truly, truly know that this exists. It is a game changer, and you deserve to at least review it. Make your own decision, but you can't say nobody ever showed you a new way. All right. And I want to be a catalyst in that journey with you. All right. So go ahead, click on the link below in the description, or guess what? You can just go right here to www.makemoneywithtracy.com. You can just type that in yourself if you want to. All right. Or click the link YouTube. Click the link in the comments over on Facebook and type the comment blueprint on Instagram, and I will instantly send you the blueprint there. And guys, guess what? I am going to have everything together for you for day number 67. We are rocking and rolling. We are almost at the end of the journey with this, and I have had a blast. I'm still having a blast doing these with you, and I can't wait to see you in tomorrow's session. So guys, make sure you are right back here on YouTube with me tomorrow night, evening-ish, around this time-ish, okay? Around, because my son has a baseball tournament tomorrow. We're going to be out at it. We have to be at the field at 8 in the morning. And if they keep winning, we keep playing, okay? If they lose, we bring our ass home. So I could be gone all day. I could be gone for a couple hours. Either way, I can't make no promises. So just around this time-ish tomorrow, meet me right back here. If you subscribe and hit the notifications bell, then you'll be ready to join me at whatever time that is. Just know I'm going live tomorrow because I do what I say. All right. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, day number 67. Bye for now.